Greetings and welcome to the Plsql channel, a series of video trainings on the Oracle Plsql language. My name is Stephen Feuerstein, and I'm a Plsql developer just like you. This lesson is the first in my series on best practices for writing SQL in Plsql. Introduction. To get the most out of the Plsql channel, I'm assuming a working knowledge of the Plsql language, so you'll still get a lot out of these lessons if you haven't worked on any Plsql at all, but if you've written some programs, gotten a sense of the block structures and basic elements of the language, you'll get more out of these lessons. I'm assuming an Oracle version of 10.2 or higher. If I reference features that require a later version, I will let you know. And I give you lots of access to resources that support the trainings, the lessons, and enhance your experience with them at toadworld.com/sf, otherwise known as Plsql Obsession, my online portal for Plsql developers. And you'll find lots of resources there, most importantly, the demo zip file that contains all the scripts that I use in my trainings, and PowerPoints and documents that support my trainings on the trainings, seminars, and presentations page. Let's take a quick look. Plsql Obsession, lots of resources to check out. Click on demo.zip link to access the zip file containing all the scripts that I run in my trainings, training seminars, and presentations to give you supporting documents. In the Best Practices for Writing SQL in Plsql series, I'll cover the following topics. First, I'll discuss why it's important to set standards and guidelines for writing SQL. Oddly enough, even though this is a critical aspect of our applications, many organizations don't even have standards. I'll touch on the importance of taking full advantage of the SQL language, even if I don't really know how to do that myself. I'll discuss the importance of hiding SQL statements behind an interface. Avoid writing SQL directly. Hide all tables and schemas that users cannot access directly. Qualify every identifier in SQL statements. One of those best practices that make a lot of sense, but we really hate to hear about. And here's another one. Qualify references to Oracle supplied objects. And avoid implicit conversions. In my next section on writing best practices for writing SQL, we'll talk about the use of select into for single row fetches, how you should always use bulk collect with a limit clause, always use for all for multi-row DML, and use collection and table operators for in clauses of indeterminate count. So we'll discuss specific ways to apply the SQL language in a Plsql context in this second part. In terms of required reading to get the most out of this topic in general, I suggest you go to the Oracle Technology Network and read Bryn Llewellyn's white paper on the same general topic. It provides highly detailed sets of recommendations for all aspects of writing SQL and Plsql. These lessons contain a part of what he covers in this white paper, which can be accessed from OTN. Just search on Doing SQL from Plsql, Best and Worst Practices. So I hope this was a useful introduction, lots of topics to cover, and dive right in. Happy Plsql coding.